Hi guys, thanks for tuning into my YouTube. This is Morgan Blissett with a little bit of girl talk. So I'm so excited. This is going to be my first official video vlog. I'm just going to go right into it and tell you guys what's happening. So I have been going around on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and going live and everything, trying to get people to subscribe to my channel. And if you did subscribe or like my page, etc., I was going to choose one winner who was going to get a special makeover. And of course, this person had to touch me in some kind of way. So I have the winner for you guys. The winner for this wonderful makeover, this is only the first one. There will be plenty more if you subscribe to my channel, or I might have other games that we can play so that I can pick a winner. This specific winner's name is Caitlin Brock, and I'm kind of looking at this paper that she typed up for me. And it's just going to be basically telling you guys a little bit about Caitlin and why I chose her. She also goes by Katie. So this is Caitlin Brock. She was born in Sacramento, California, and she's 21 years old. Her birthday is in November, and she is a nanny and also does Lyft on the side. So if you're having one of those nights, late night, and you can't drive on home, or maybe you just need a special ride, Caitlin might be your Lyft driver one day. So make sure you guys shout her out and say hello. Her goals in dreams in life is that she wants to open her own hotel. She also wants to adopt kids when she's 26, by the time she's 26 years old, and she wants to own her own daycare. Now, I'm going to say right now, we both have that in common. As you guys may know, may or may not know, I am a preschool teacher, and that's always been one of my dreams, to have my own center, my own program, my own daycare. And I also want to have a ranch house, so that caught my attention right away. She also wants to have her own house by the time she's 30. Let's see, a little description of her. She has an older sister who's actually 32 years old. And again, we have something in common. My sister is 6 years older than me, and then I have a younger sibling who's 6 years younger than me. And her parents adopted a little boy who's 16, as my mom did as well. We have two boys in my family that are adopted. Both of them are actually 17. So that's another thing that we had in common. And I was just like, you're wonderful. So growing up in her teenage years, her parents moved her away from her friends her sophomore year. They actually moved her to Elk Grove, which isn't too far away from Sacramento and the Natomas area, basically just to start over, because she wasn't doing too well in school. In her words, she was doing bad in school. But of course, we all have our reasons why we mess up or do bad. So moving away, she says, for her, it made things a little bit worse. So they kind of had her go back to Natomas, and she went to a school called Discovery, which is a continuation school that I'm very familiar with. And she actually graduated 2 months early, so it was a great transition for her. Probably a little struggle, but it was great for her. When I was growing up in high school, I had a little bit of problems as well. Not really with people, but with my teachers. I always felt like a disconnect, and so I kind of was the person that just would make jokes or get rowdy, kind of as a defense mechanism, because mentally things were a little bit challenging for me in certain areas, mostly math and stuff like that. So I was also a person that would somewhat get in trouble, and I had to leave my school my junior year in high school. And of course, I'll get into that a little bit more later on in life. You'll probably hear me bringing it up again, because that actually has a huge impact on who I am today, because I struggled in school a lot. So I think that's where my patience comes from. Not people not having patience with me makes me really patient. So let's see. A really cool, funny, fun fact about her: she can touch her nose with her tongue. I can't do it. I asked her why did she think she was a good candidate for this makeover, and I was gonna choose her anyway, but I kind of just wanted to know why she thought she'd be an awesome candidate. And her response is that it will not only help her to feel better about herself, but it'll show her things that she can do on a daily, by herself, for herself. And I thought that was amazing, because some people get makeovers and it lasts for them about a week, and then they just go back to doing whatever. And I want this to impact somebody for their lifetime. I want people to remember this and cherish this forever. So I thought that was a fantastic answer. She also told me that she did have a really low self-esteem growing up in her teenage years, and just trying to become an adult. So um, for whatever reason, she turned her life around, and now she sees that no matter what, people are going to always have something negative to say. And she wants to basically have the outside match how she feels on the inside. Because on the inside now, she's confident and she does feel really special about herself, but she wants to show it on the outside. So I think that this makeover will help her to do that. Let's see, her biggest obstacle with being a girl, because this is like a question that I will always ask and that this whole YouTube is going to be about, is she says basically that the hardest thing for her is like trying to fit in, but also staying true to who she is as a person. And I definitely feel the same way. I went through like ups and downs of like trying to be this and trying to be that, and then weirdly I got into this relationship with somebody who was like nobody that I've ever been with. I'm used to guys like, hey, what's up, little mama, you know, what's your number type of guys. And then one day this guy approached me and he was kind of like, hey, let me take you fishing. And I was just like, fishing? Like, no. And I blew him off for like 3 years until I finally gave him a chance. And when I did give him a chance, he was totally cool. Like, he accepted the fact that I would rather go to the zoo and go look at monkeys than to go out partying. And a lot of people just thought I was weird, you know, like growing up, because I would rather do things like that. Like, I'd buy like cool shoes and, you know, what stuff that I thought was cute, but on the inside, like, I'm a person that doesn't even really care about shoes. Like, I'll walk around barefoot. I love the birds and the bees and the butterflies like a lot more than people sometimes. And I just love my puppies and animals and all that stuff. So I definitely had a hard time like balancing out trying to be myself and then, you know, also trying to make sure that people like me. Because some people go around and they're like, I don't care who do and don't like me, who needs love, forget this, forget that, single for life. But a lot of the times those people are hurt, and everyone needs love. Everybody needs love, whether it comes from your parent, a cousin, a family member, whoever it is. A cousin, a family member, the same thing. But no matter where it comes from, you want to be loved and you want to be liked. Like, everyone. I mean, there's people that don't, and those people usually haven't had it. So of course you're not going to want something that you've never had before, you've never experienced before. Like, some people just don't even know what it is. So I felt like that was also something that brought me back to, you know, where I was at one point. So now I'm just like, forget it. I am who I am. You either accept me or reject me. Either way, I'm fine. The people who are around in my circle right now love me for who I am, and that's all that matters to me. The ones that don't, they can fly away with the birds. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, you only want positive vibes around you. You don't need any negativity in your life because it's stressful, and who the heck has time for stress? Life is too short. So yeah, this is my winner, Katie Brock. And I want you guys to tune in because I'm going to show you who this girl is. And we're going to do like an intro to her. She's going to sum up basically everything that I just said. And I'm going to ask her in a little bit more detail about her teenage years and what she's going through now and how she wants to look after this makeover, what she's comfortable, how she's comfortable dressing and stuff like that. And we're going to do it for her. And then we're also going to do the actual makeover, which will be a part 2. And then we'll have the part 3 where I'll check in with her again later to see how she's doing and how this makeover affected her life. So please subscribe to my channel. It's Morgan Blissett. Of course, I'll have the information again below so that you guys can tune in to this wonderful first video. So thanks for watching. I appreciate anybody and everybody who's showing me love. Bye-bye. And that's it for Girl Talk today.